Hello everybody, this is Ebenezer, Assistant Professor of Physics, Alpha College of Engineering. Today I am going to teach on a subject called Hall effect. Now, when you talk about Hall effect, you have to remember three things. One is current, another one is magnetic field, another one is voltage. Okay, so let me define what is a Hall effect. When a current carrying conductor is kept in a perpendicular direction with that of magnetic field, then you will have a potential difference produced in the direction mutually perpendicular to both current and the magnetic field. Let me show that in the diagram. So let's say an N-type semiconductor an N-type semiconductor where current is passed in this direction, let's say X direction, right? So let's say a magnetic field is given in Y direction. Okay, so what will happen is there will be a potential difference in Z direction, right? So current and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other and the potential difference produced is mutually perpendicular to both current and magnetic field. Now let me explain that how it happens. How does a potential difference is set up in an N-type semiconductor? You all know N-type semiconductor is made up of pentavalent impurities and the majority carriers for N-type semiconductors are electrons and minority carriers are holes, right? So watch this. So let's say when current is passed in this direction, we all know that electrons are moving in the opposite direction. So when electrons are moving in the opposite direction and suddenly when you keep this semiconductor in the direction perpendicular to the magnetic field, or if a magnetic field is given to that semiconductor, the electron will experiences a magnetic Lorentz force. What is magnetic Lorentz force? BeV. Okay, you all know when an electron experiences a magnetic force, the electrons no more goes in a straight line, but it will take a circular motion. Then it gets settles down in the bottom face of the semiconductor, leaving few positive charges in the top face. So now you can know that there is a potential difference set up in the semiconductor. Let me make it clear. When electrons are moving in a straight direction, that is minus X direction, and you have a magnetic field given, let's say in Z direction, right? Let's say in Z direction. So what will happen is the electrons will get settles down. The electron will move in a circular motion and get settles down in the bottom face of the semiconductor, creating a potential difference, meaning all the electrons comes down to the bottom face, leaving few positive charges on the other faces. So hence you will have a potential difference. Okay, now let's go for the equations. Now you know that the force experienced by an electron by the magnetic field is BeV. B stands for magnetic induction, E stands for charge of an electron, V stands for the velocity. And due to eventually you will have the electric field. Okay, so when electric field is set up, then the force experienced by electron by an electric field is E into EH. Okay, so this is your Hall field. Okay, now let's, at equilibrium, let's equate both these things. EH is equal to BeV. So E and E will get cancelled. So EH is equal to B into V. Now, current density is equal to NeV, or V is equal to J by Ne. So substitute this V over here. So what will happen? Bj by Ne. EH will be Bj by Ne. Okay, this 1 by Ne is nothing but the Hall coefficient, RH into Bj. Okay, so RH is nothing but the Hall coefficient. RH is equal to 1 by Ne. Okay, minus represents the negative charge of electron. So this is your Hall coefficient. Okay, similarly for p-type semiconductors, you can calculate RH is equal to plus 1 by Pe. Okay, N stands for electron, P stands for holes, and plus stands for positive charge of holes. Okay, now let's go for let's talk about find out what is the Hall voltage. Voltage is equal to electric field into T. Now what is T? T is the thickness of the sample. Okay, so VH is equal to, you all know, RH B, right, J T. Okay, and also you know that J is equal to current by area. Okay, so if you take small b as breadth and T as the length or thickness, you will have I by B into T. So VH is equal to RH B I T by B into T. So TT will get cancelled. So VH will be RH B I by small b. So this is the value of, this is the formula for Hall voltage. Thank you everybody.